Right now, I'm going to teach you a meditation for positive energy exercise called Your Grand Worth. That's only 2 minutes, so you can finally stop stress and anxiety by taking positive and energetic control of your life. This meditation for positive energy technique is the third of 7 in this week's series. It's super simple and you will know how well it works for you straight away. After the 2-minute meditation for positive energy, I'll also outline why everyone's perception of happiness is different and what to do about it, explore the importance of personal contact, and guide you in integrating everything you learned today in a special finale exercise. I'm Speed Psychologist and best-selling author Aleks George, and we're now in session. First, give yourself a current mood rating, 1 being very low to 10 being very high mood, and a second 1 being very low to 10 being very high stress/anxiety rating. Just go with whatever mood number or stress anxiety number that first comes to mind. Now, I need you to promise me that I will have your full attention and best effort for just 2 minutes, okay? If you are sure that you can do that right now, then get ready. Also, please note, make sure you are in a safe place, and if you feel unusually uncomfortable during any exercise, stop immediately and go have a drink of water. So, are you ready? Really? To feel better? Just 2 minutes from now. You sure? Great. Let's begin. Sit up tall, shoulders back, head up, and close or shield your eyes if safe to do so. Now follow my simple instructions. Breathe deep, be strong, focus all of your attention on relaxing into the rhythm and flow of these meditative rhymes that grow the conviction of your worth. You will bring conviction to fresh prediction and own what is set in stone. That your grand worth, when unearthed, is incalculable and unmistakable. It is your energetically evocative, positive prerogative to now rise and surprise, delight, and take flight against all attacks and severe setbacks faced and placed in front of you. Freely fly through blue skies and bitter gales, setting sails and telling tales of momentous meaning. Now allow an intense new insight. A life change for immediate use will come in 3, 2, 1. There it is. Unearth your worth. Unearth your worth. Bring conviction to fresh, momentously meaningful prediction. That's right. That's right. That's it. We're done. Simple, right? Easy, hey? Feeling better? I'm sure. Really, check in now and review if your mood and stress anxiety scores have improved. If you gave me your full attention and best effort, then I bet they have. How much did they improve? 10%, 20, 30, 50 or more? And in just 2 minutes? If your scores didn't improve, that's okay. You may just need a few more repetitions or may find it easier to benefit from a different 2-minute brain exercise. I will release 7 related meditations over the week, and they're always just a couple of minutes. Each exercise builds on the last, and they become easier to do and more effective as you get used to them. Before we move on, I want you to really consider how your life could be better by consistently using these kinds of exercises? What would it be like to be in control and unaffected rather than being controlled by the news and social media, work bullies, and negative people? What would it feel like to have greater peace of mind and focus so you can perform at your best and feel good about who you are and what you do? In a moment, I'm going to answer 1 or 2 modern psychology questions from the community. To connect with me and the community, just go to 2minutebrain.com and join the email list. You can, of course, like, rate, subscribe, and follow me on this channel, but to enjoy free giveaways like my best-selling books and programs, which are only available to subscribers through the website, and to personally ask me and get an answer to your own important psychology question, it must be through my free-to-join email list. Questions like, why do you think there is an increase in mental health issues in both children and adults nowadays? I'm going to answer that in the next session. And then questions I've answered before, all the way back in episode 3 of the Meditation for Anxiety series. What do you think it takes to build and maintain a strong relationship? And also, what causes me to feel anxious? The only way you will be able to ask me your question is by reply emailing me once you're on the list. The sooner you join, the more bonus goodies you'll get, like early access benefits to the 2-Minute Brain app currently in development that takes exercises like the one you just experienced and connects them sequentially with others into fantastic brain-flowing peak performance experiences. It will allow you to become your own mental health and peak performance DJ. Sound good? Really good? Almost too good? Then go sign up now and get all the latest updates from the 2minutebrain.com email list. Okay, riddle me this, Psych. Why is everyone's perception of happiness different? Well, everyone has different values, different strengths and limitations and interests. And yet on the surface, society implies it should all be the same for all of us. Such as you should always work hard, you should aim to own a home, you should seek a career and strive for progression, and you should constantly be buying and upgrading things. So when you do get what society says should make you happy, and you don't feel happier, it can be very confusing, or perhaps even worse, you may simply not be designed to find happiness in the general things society promotes as happiness making. So the experience of happiness is extremely personal, and so it's what matters to you. There are no generalities that can be adopted from person to person. There are principles, such as we should all strive to experience enough pleasure, do things we are passionate about, and cultivate meaning in our lives, but how each person does that will vary widely. So if I was to sum it up in one sentence, happiness comes from confident and creative self-expression. Confidence refers to being able to accept and appreciate your own uniqueness, your own strengths and limitations. And creative self-expression is about bringing your own unique thoughts, feelings, and abilities to life. The more you can confidently express your uniqueness in everything you do and not try to and follow what you think others want you to do, the happier you will become over time. When you can authentically say what you want to say, move the way you want to move, use your face the way you want to, write the way you want to write, dance, draw, cook, sing, build, joke, and engage others in the way that feels best for you, or with the proviso being that as long as you're respectful towards others, then you will start to uncover and share your version of happiness. This will allow you to actually seek out the goals that are right for you and not what is dictated to you by others in society. So everyone's perception of happiness is different because everyone is different. We all see the world through our own lens of values, strengths, limitations, and interests. In order to actually be happy, we have to honor and express our own uniqueness while still respecting the different needs of others. Want to ask me your own question? Just go over to 2minutebrain.com and join the email list. At the moment, I'm personally answering people's questions pretty quickly, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow me on this channel. I'm happy to answer questions on mental health, such as stress, anxiety, mood, painful events, happiness, work-life performance, relationships, intimate, family, friends, kids, and of course the state of the world and why we do what we do. Before we continue, I want to explain what 2-Minute Brain is all about, because it's both as simple and not as simple as it seems. The first and most obvious goal is to offer the fastest and most practical methods to reduce mental health struggles and reach peak performance, so you can meet the demands of this often overwhelming and ultra-competitive modern world. The sad truth is, you do have to learn how to consistently be at your best, or you will be left behind. That's what these speed brain rewiring strategies are all about. These are the essential skills, but that's only the part of the iceberg that's above the surface. The second, much deeper goal is about members of this community reaching their highest forms of self-expression. Here, we are no longer talking about peak performance, but peak freedom. Good living is not just about productively functioning well. It's about wrestling with complex moral issues, paradoxical laws of nature, human contradiction, and seeking profound and immeasurable truths. This is where we dive deeply into the murky depths of existence and seek to free our self-expression. And in true 2-Minute Brain style, I'll also explore these topics just a couple minutes at a time via an impassioned monologue. So stick around if you want to spread your arms wide, crank up Celine Dion to volume 11, and safely explore rather than crash into the iceberg that is human consciousness and potential. We're nearing the end of today's session. Soon, I will summarize it all and get you focused on using what you have found most helpful in one final, fun and fast meditative exercise. But before the finale, it's time for today's 2-minute monologue, which usually consists of a metaphorical poetic performance where I often intentionally don't give clear advice or answers. That will hopefully stimulate you to also explore and find your own deeper truths within and greater self-expressive courage. It's our 6th Modern Life Tuesday. Today's brief poetic monologue is titled Modern Connection and is a poem outlining how we are losing and confusing real connection with each other and what may be required to get it back. Modern connection. I'm losing the connection. You're not staying in touch. The well is dry and the rush don't happen too much. You're fading in and out, reconnecting, but now blurry. Say what you have to say and do it in a hurry. I've lost you again. You must have gone through a tunnel. One as vast and as deep as the English Channel. Hold onto the line. Hold on. Hold. Please hold. Please hold me. Hold on to what you're told and what you've been sold. Left in the cold without anyone to caringly mold you. What's that ringing, that endless ringing I hear in my ear? No matter how many times I answer, it will not cease. What can I do to find some comfort, a reprieve, a partial release? It never stops because I don't know how to answer, how to receive. The calls I get are unknown, their numbers hidden, set to deceive. There is nothing to relieve, no operator switch, no peace. More and more and more people want to join the call. I wish to step back and put the phone back on the wall. To actually find the ones that are dear and bring them near. And without words, learn to hold one another and release the fear. Because this reception is only leading to disconnection. Time for the lines to fully drop out so we can seek a resurrection, to laugh face to face and heal with a full hold would be perfection. If you're having fun, make sure you like and subscribe and follow this channel, and also go to 2minutebrain.com and join the email list. Now, let's bring all of it meaningfully together in an integrative exercise that will conclude today's session. Sit up tall, shoulders back, head up, and close or shield your eyes if safe to do so. Now listen and follow along closely. Unearth your worth. Bring conviction to fresh prediction, and own what is set in stone, that your grand worth, now unearthed, is invaluable. Now consider what you learned today about perceptions of happiness and why they differ between people. Things like understanding we all have different values, strengths, limitations, and interests, and that happiness is deeply personal. The importance of confident and creative self-expression, and the need to find ways to derive pleasure, passion, and meaning from our own unique abilities, or something else. Also now consider what you learned today about pursuing real connection with others, being face to face and fully embracing both physically and mentally those closest to you. Or maybe now reflect on something else that occurred to you throughout our time together. Of all these things, what most struck a chord and feels right? Envision how you will use this now and in the future. And notice how you will have changed looking back on this moment and the next, all the way until you are where you wish to be. Allow all the lessons now to come together, to ripple through you, and now changed back out into the world. That's right. That's right. To connect with me and the community, just go to 2minutebrain.com and join the email list. You can, of course, like, rate, subscribe, and follow me on this channel, but to enjoy free giveaways like my best-selling books and programs, which are only available to subscribers through the website, and to personally ask me and get an answer to your own important psychology question, it must be through my free-to-join email list. Questions like, why do you think there is an increase in mental health issues in both children and adults nowadays? I'm going to answer that in the next session. And then questions I've answered before, all the way back in episode 3 of the Meditation for Anxiety series. What do you think it takes to build and maintain a strong relationship? And also, what causes me to feel anxious? The only way you will be able to ask me your question is by reply emailing me once you're on the list. The sooner you join, the more bonus goodies you'll get, like early access benefits to the 2-Minute Brain app currently in development that takes exercises like the one you just experienced and connects them sequentially with others into fantastic brain-flowing peak performance experiences. It will allow you to become your own mental health and peak performance DJ. Sound good? Really good? Almost too good? Then go sign up now and get all the latest updates from the 2minutebrain.com email list. And I'll see you, all of you, whether you believe it yet or not, in our next session.